I'm not exactly a stranger to parenting or thinking about the kind of parent that I would be. As someone who's attended Bible college, spent years listening to sermons and teachings on parenting and stuff like that, I had incredible ideals and expectations and pretty much solutions to what I would do to be the perfect parent. And then I became one. Hello, sinner saints, my fellow ribs and the glories of men. Welcome back to another video. Today is a confession video, for you all today. I guess this one's for the mums who are kind of struggling, who have become a parent recently, and hopefully speaking brutally honestly to those who are about to embark on parenting. It's a judgment-free zone. I know what it's like. It's quite a big struggle. But maybe put it like this. Currently, I'm not in my normal setup because my husband and I are leaders and a director on a youth camp teaching Christian kids apologetics, pretty much how to explain to non-believers or just even explain logically the Christian worldview. And it definitely gives a lot of time for reflection, because a lot of the time students come in and they're from strong Christian families, but they have no idea about why they believe what they actually believe. And it was easy for me as a non-parent to just assume why and assume lots about these parents. But now, starting to really get into the parenting swing of it, I'm starting to understand how a lot of these kids ended up here. On top of that, I was in my Bible reading this morning and a verse came up that made me really think about this situation. So something to frame this whole video, this verse from Psalm 78:1. I will open my mouth in a parable. I will utter dark sayings from of old. Things that we have heard and known that our fathers have told us. We will not hide them from their children, but tell to the coming generation the glorious deeds of the Lord and his might and the wonders that he has done. And if I were to frame the entire video on that, this is a confession of a mum who has failed to do this very thing. I had all these incredible ideals of parenting, how I was going to be an incredible parent. My child would never scream. They would sit perfectly in church. They would know Koine Greek, because I learned Koine Greek at Bible college, so should they. We would have fervent nighttime family dinners with a beautiful devotional, and I would have an excellent prayer life and constantly be intercessing or be an intercessory for my children better than that of Job. And then I became a parent. And not only have I failed to teach my kid Greek, I barely remember my own Greek at all. Getting to a dinner table is a massive win, let alone praying before dinner. Yes, we managed to do that. Devotionals by myself is a win, let alone with my husband, like we're on a winning streak. Well, in terms of like nighttime prayers and stuff like that, it took us a year before we managed to get into like a solid nighttime prayer routine. And to be honest, my own prayer life, it's patchy at best, if I'm being utterly honest. And so it's been interesting to see how all these ideals, loves and expectations brought out of a genuine desire to honour God and raise what he's given me well has kind of turned into a bit of a condemnation against me. And so for the parent who relates, I hear you, it's a struggle. There are a lot of temptations, distractions from the world, from our own flesh, from sin, and let alone the very child themselves. And because this is a confessional video, I don't really have many solutions. I can give you the classics, of course. Start small. Something is better than nothing. Be incremental. Have low expectations, but at least start. Of course, ask God for help. He is a willing and happy Father to help intercede him, and he is incredibly well resourced as well. Be honest and set realistic expectations. Of course, don't be caught up in the same game with the world and influences. Don't apply that to your own personal prayer and spiritual life as well. And then, of course, I think a really practical place to start is also seeking guidance from older women in this area. Have I done these things? Of course, no, and not well. So take them with a grain of salt. For the mum who had all these ideals about a perfect Christian family, I hear you. I deeply empathize with you. And it is disappointing. It would be really nice to have that perfect Christian family. But don't give up. Keep pushing forward. Look for those incremental changes. Keep doing better day by day. And may God be working mightily through you. Anyway, that's all for today. Grace and peace from our Lord and Saviour, and I'll see you tomorrow.